My name is Julius Shirima. I'm 25 years of age. I am from Tanzania, Eastern Africa. Today, I'm going to share with you my story on how we've been tackling the issue of youth unemployment in Tanzania. When I was 18 years old, I went to South Africa to attend a high school called African Leadership Academy. At the school, we were taught about entrepreneurship, leadership, and African studies. When I was doing my research, I came across this shocking statistic that in Tanzania, 1 out of 10 young people who finish school, just 1 out of 10 who finish school will get a formal employment. That made me ask myself questions like, where do other 9 go? But also, at the school we're told that entrepreneurship was a way to solve the challenge of youth unemployment by creating businesses. But the question was, why do young people in Tanzania don't start businesses so that they can generate income for themselves? And I came to realize that there are 2 types of challenges. There are social challenges, I won't talk much about those, but there are structural challenges. And those structural challenges are the microfinance institutions or banks, they do offer loans at a very high interest rate, but also they demand collateral. So a young person who comes out of college, I don't think would have enough asset or plot of land to give the bank so that he can get a loan from the bank. So that made me ask myself so many questions. Why can't you provide these young people with business capital and they don't have to accrue interest, but also provide us with collateral so that we can get that capital? And that's when the idea of starting Director came. So Director is a micro venture capital fund. That means that we provide business capital, could be in form of cash, financial resources, other financial, or advice to the young entrepreneurs who would love to start businesses, and then we do share revenue as opposed to collecting interest from them. But our initial model depended on donors. We were depending on donors to run our projects. And we came to realize that that model was not sustainable. If we are working on encouraging more young people to start businesses, so we should find a way also for ourselves to be sustainable. We went to ask ourselves a question: what do we have? What experiences do we have that we can trade to other companies and we can be paid for that service? And with that question, we came to refine our model. So we switched from being donor dependent to a self-sufficient, reliable, self-independent organization. So what we did was we said, how do companies do their CSR, social activities? How do companies do social activities? Because if you look at it, social activities is one form of investment, but at the same time, it is a social marketing strategy. So we came to realize that in Tanzania, that was not a common concept to help companies maximize their returns from social investment. So what we did, we approached a few companies and we told them about our idea of doing CSR project management for them. And then we got positive response from that. So from that point onwards, we were getting paid to conduct or to carry out their CSR programs, some of these companies. So when we get paid from the companies, we move to the next stage, which is investing our funds to our projects, which are in real estate. So in the real estate industry, we build low-cost houses for rental purposes in areas with high demand. So we make sure that for every $1 we invest in our projects, we are able to get $3 out of that. So from there, then we collect the $3, and $1 goes to our micro venture capital fund, and another $1 goes to run our operations. And then from there, we go to invest in our young entrepreneurs in our network. And the young entrepreneurs, because we work in a way that we have a revenue sharing model and a sense of ownership structure, then they pay back to our micro venture capital fund. So it's a circular model. And since we started implementing this model, we found ourselves to rely much on the internal source of revenue to run our projects. So I'd like to share with you, this is one of our clients, Statoil. Statoil is one of the global companies in the oil and gas industry. So we're helping them execute one of the CSR projects. But also, this is the picture of one of our real estate investments we've done in Tanzania. So we build these properties in those areas with high demand of rental services. So I would like to share with you also some of the success stories we've had from our interaction, our interaction with young entrepreneurs in Tanzania. And this is Nyenje. He just graduated from college and he had a dream of setting up a furniture making and designing company. Nyenje, he's now on his way to accomplish his dream. But also, he is Jacqueline. She's passionate about fashion. And Jacqueline also, she's part of our network and she's on her way to achieve her dream too. But also, here is Filippo. Filippo, he's passionate about cultural products and he's working hard to ensure that one day he can set up a global recognized cultural products company that will be generating good revenue for the country, but also for himself. And lastly, here is Alfan. Alfan is passionate about agriculture, and he's part of our network. And as you can see, Alfan has invested heavily in production, that is tomato. And he does that using sustainable means like irrigation and other ways. So this is not the end of the Rachel journey. As I've won the Commonwealth Youth Award, we are planning to continue investing in our real estate project because we've seen that it's very successful. So we're planning to build 35 of those properties by the year 2017, and that so that we can be able to add to our fund. But at the same time, we are planning to be able to generate $51,000 every year so that we can add into the fund, so that we can reach more young people in our nation. We are doing this because it's our passion. And every day when we wake up in the morning, we are seeing that we are transforming the lives of our fellow young people. A young person who was in the street, who was idle, but now has a source of income to ensure that he can also support his family too. And we are also removing this young person from the possibilities of involving himself in the extremist environment. So today I would like to, I've shared my story, but today I would like to call or to collaborate or to call all young people across the world to come and join me in this journey of transforming the livelihoods of our fellow young people in different parts of our continent. Could be in Africa, Asia, or South America. Thank you very much.